Peace, peace, peace. In the now of the one, we are back again, like we never left because we never really do. We are constantly in the now and forever in the now, stuck and glued in that motherfucker. But let's go. I appreciate y'all for being here. I appreciate you for being. I appreciate you for choosing Earth. You chose Earth, huh? Right? Here we go. And here you are, right? Let's go. How we doing today? Like the live? Like the live. Share the live. Give gifts if you feel called to. Like the live. Tap, tap, tappity, tap, tap, tap the screen. Let's get this flowing. Let's get this going. Come on now. Use them thumbs. Let's go. Here we go. Okay. In these times, you should be less outwardly focused and more inwardly focused. You gotta be. You have to be. I'm gonna explain to you why, right? The outer world is nothing as it seems. None of it is as it seems. None of it. None of it. This has to be a feeling and a knowing in your body, not an intellectual, something you're just thinking about. Just thinking that I'm dreaming. I'm thinking about it. It might be, could it be? And then something snaps you out of it. Let me explain something to you. Your inward ride is the only ride that's actually happening. It's the only thing that's happening is the inward ride. As soon as you put your focus outwardly, you're only seeing a physical version of that inward ride. Look, come on, man. Come on, man. Listen to what I'm telling you. It's an inward ride. It's you thinking, feeling, uncovering, healing, feeling, remembering, imagining. And then when you open your eyes and you focus your attention on the physical reality, it will seem more ordered as opposed to chaotic. What's interesting about it is that the inner world or the quantum world is the most chaotic of all worlds because nothing is set in stone or stuck in place with a name or has continuity to it in a way. It's all jumbled up and it's all vibration and it's all moving. It's infinite possibilities. But when you come here, things seem to be ordered. It seems to have a timeline to it. It seems to have a steady stream, so to speak. Listen. The game is over when you say the game is over. We are in what they call the Golden Age, the Satya Yuga, the Great Awakening, the Enlightenment. There's so many different terms for it. But all of the terms, all of the studies, everything that I'm speaking about is directly talking about you. Directly talking about you. And if you are listening to anyone in your physical reality that's not pointing you back inwardly, they are pulling you back into the illusion of your own making. And you'd have to check their intentions. Why are they pulling me back into the sensory world when the sensory world is of my own creation? This goes for institutions. This goes for governments. This goes for religious factions. Anything that's telling you that you have to focus, hyper-focus on the world is pulling you back into the illusion. You make the most change you're ever going to make is within yourself. That's the most change you'll ever make. But that's the only change that you'll ever have to make because everything that you see when you open your eyes comes from the mind. So it's always been about you making the inward change and then interacting with the outer world as if it is a projection of you because it is. Right? So today, beautiful, beautiful day. I rose and I felt amazing. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. www.amazon.com. Type in MoonManT. This is a way to support me. The gifts seem to not be working on TikTok for some reason. Some people can send gifts, some people can't. So if you'd like to support me, go to www.amazon.com. Type in MoonManT. My first and my second book is available now. If you feel called to support me, this is a way that you can support me. Also, if you feel called to, the title is my Cash App if you want to support that way as well. If these lectures do anything for you, let's keep going. Okay. I'm going to speak to you as if I don't exist, because that will help you to not see me as some being that's more powerful. And look, he's so wise. Look how he talks. Look how he articulates himself. And wow, he speaks so nicely. I'm going to speak to you as if I'm an illusion, because from your perspective, I am. And you should see me as that. When I say I'm an illusion, the way that I'm showing up for you is not real. What you see as me is made of your energy. Right? Thank you, Sierra. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What you see as me is an illusion of your mind. So I got to speak to you as if I'm an illusion. Okay, listen. Every book, every song, everything you hear, everything you see, all of it is happening for you. You have to see it as signs and symbols and synchronistic events trying to communicate with you. It is your energy after all, isn't it? It is your energy after all, isn't it? The sun, the trees, the birds, the people. It's all acting in accordance to you. Listen. The commercial that you hear, the random song that you hear when you're walking in the grocery store, all of it, a communication with you in the most literal way. I'm not talking about, oh, this might be a sign. No, it is. It is. It is. It's a sign. It's you speaking to you in only a way that you can understand. And the version of you that exists beyond time and space is so brilliant that it knows the character that you think you are. And it knows how to appease that character so that character can see the signs and finally feel the fact that there's something beyond time guiding it. Listen to what I just told you. I'm going to rewind it. Let me rewind it for you. The real you, the soul you that exists beyond time and beyond space, knows the version of you that you think you are. And it tries to appease that version with signs and synchronicities that make sense to the version you think you are. So the version you think you are sees the sign and synchronicities like, wait a minute, that just is, I was just thinking about, what? It knows that you're going to see it. When you see it, you will deduce in your mind logically, there's something guiding me. Something, see, this is where it gets beautiful, because you start, once the you that you think you are starts to see the signs that the real you is sending it, the you that you think you are starts to break down. And it starts to try to find something grander to associate itself with. It starts to try to find something bigger to associate itself with, instead of the human, the person, the name, the hair, the skin, the life that it's been living. Yeah. And that's what's happening. That's what's happening to you, for you, as you. This is why things are feeling the way that they are every day. And we keep coming back to this every day. Damn, like, what is this? What am I doing here? Let me go click on MoonManT's live. Maybe he'll be live, and I haven't been for a little while. So if you've been watching this consistently, you might have felt a void. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you felt a void when I'm not around. Because I happen to be a sign, a synchronicity, a symbol for you that reminds you of who you are, that reminds you, doesn't tell you who you are, doesn't try to make you feel like, it tries to remind you of who you are. And if I'm not around, you may feel a void, but that also should show you that you're too attached to this. Okay? You prepared us for that inevitable void. Beautiful, beautiful. Eli's a brilliant dude. A brilliant man. Brilliant man. For real. And I had to actually make a video like in my story, and I was like, hey, look, I'll be back. I'll be coming back live. I needed to take a break, and you needed to miss me. You needed to feel what it felt like to be in someone's energy and then for them not to be in your energy. To realize that they really live within you. I live within you. Thank you for existing, Matrix. Thank you for being. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to, if you'd like to support me that way. Yeah? Symbiotic relationship that we have, all of us, okay? Watch The Brilliant Man. I need you all to follow him. His name is 360 The Alchemist, a brilliant, brilliant brother of mine. Brilliant, and he was speaking about bacteriophages and DNA transfer and quantum realities. And as we think, feel, as we express, we're sending these energies out to one another. We're becoming each other. We already are each other, but we're becoming a new version of each other. The version of us that we were was based in separation. So our base vibration, we all aligned with the thought and feeling of separation. That's what we all aligned with as humans on a base level. Now, consciousness is raising. So each individual who is perceiving life differently, reading the books, watching the MoonManTs, yeah, listening to new types of perceptions, are now ingesting this. Their DNA is changing. They're sending frequencies and signals out to other versions of consciousness, other human beings, even the animals, all of it. All the other versions are picking up on this vibration, this energy, and it's becoming them. Then they're starting to ask questions of what's going on and what am I in and what am I? I'm a something. I'm something. Yeah. It's a collective thing as well as an individual thing. I tell you the individual portion so you know how powerful you are within the change. I'm telling you about the individual portion of it. You, the dreamer, the one, hey, I'm telling you, hey, you're the creator of the universe. And as you think in a new way, the reality around you begins to change. And not only that, you're sending the frequency off of that change to other conscious beings. Effectively changing the entire hologram. You're changing the hologram. You're changing the hologram. You're settling. Thank you. You're settling, listen to me. You're settling into the feeling that everything is moving at the beat of your drum. That's what you're settling in. It's uncomfortable because you used to think in the old paradigm that all the power existed out there in money, in politics, in war, and all that stuff, all the outwardly stuff. You felt that way for years because that's the reality that you were born into. That's the consciousness that's the consciousness level that you were existing at. Yeah? But now you are reaching the point where you realize, wait a minute. This reality, the world that surrounds me, is the world that lives within me. And the only reason why it felt so real is because the one dreamer, the dreamer you, was interacting with it as if it was real. Think about this. If you're in a dream, if you're in a dream that we call dream, the dream world, and you're in the dream, okay, watch this. Okay, here we go. I just got a nice little download. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to watch this. While you are in your dreams, and you're not aware of this life, you are interacting with that dream as if it's real. It is real to you while you're there. Then when you wake up, it's only when you realize that you are in a dream. Do you hear what the fuck I just said to you? I'm going to say it again so it can dawn on you. When you are in the dream realm, you aren't conscious of the fact that it's a dream until you dream lucid and wake up and become a lucid dreamer. But when you're not, you're just in the dream and you think that the dream is real. You interact with it as if it's real. But it's only when you wake up back to this life that you realize, oh, I was just in a dream. That wasn't real. But I was in it and it was real when I was there. What the fuck? Are you ready for this? You ready for the next step? Here's the next step. While you're in the waking world, you're interacting with it as if it's real. And yet you're in a fucking dream. It's only when you wake up that you realize that you were in a dream. And such is life. The dream world and this world are one. They mirror each other. It's just that you needed to hear someone say it like that for it to click for you. I'm going to repeat that again because I need to hear that. Here we go. Watch this. Look. When you're in the dream world, you're asleep. When you're in the dream world, you're interacting with all the characters. You're interacting with the dream as if it's real. You don't even know about the waking world unless you're dreaming lucid. You don't even know about this life. You're just there, living it. Or as weird as it'd be weird, but you still be interacting with it like you know for some reason. Like I know these characters. I know the theme. I know I have to run. I know I have to jump. I know that. I know. I just know. I don't know why I know. Because it's another reality. Watch this. It's only when you wake up back up to this life that you're like, oh shit, that was a dream. But while I was there, I was interacting with it and it felt real. And I knew the characters and I knew what I had to do. I knew the theme. I knew that this was happening. I knew I had to run or I knew I had to stay and talk to this person. I knew. How did I know? And I didn't even... Okay. Then you come back to the waking world. You're like, yo, that was just a dream. Okay? Now you're here. It's the same shit. It's the same concept that while you're in the waking world of earth life, you interact with it as if it's real. But it's only when you wake up that you realize that you were just in a fucking dream. And now you begin to dream lucid here. Stop begging, Matrix. Stop begging. Stop pleading. It's your dream. It's a simple concept. Your mind wants you to think that it's complicated. It's not. It's the most simple thing. Our minds complicate these simplistic concepts. Have you ever had a dream? Of course you have. While you were in the dream, you were interacting with it as if it was real. You had no concept of the you that's here. You were just living in it. You were just being it. It's only when you rose and woke up in the morning that you realized that was just a dream. But while I was there, I was interacting with it as if it was real. It's no different than this reality. You are giving credence to life. You are giving credence to me. I'm in your dream. It's your dream, though. But you keep interacting with it as if it's real. You keep interacting with it as if I'm real. This is why I try to tell you that the version that you see of me is not real. Your senses are making me who I am. What I really am, my final form, is pure energy. Lucy. It's pure energy. You freeze God's energy into me, into phone, into wall, into sun, into tree. You're doing that. Your consciousness is doing that. Now, you're on the road, or you are on the track of loosening your grip on matter. You keep matter in place by thinking that matter is real. It's no different than the dream world. Listen to what the fuck I am telling you. When you are in the quote unquote dream world, things seem just as stuck as here. Yes, you could be you're here and there, you're jumping here and there, but you're not doing it consciously. You're at the whim of the dream. The dream is just pulling you places because you're not consciously aware while you're in the dream. But the nature of the dream is more fluid than it is here. Why? Because when you come back here, You strongly and firmly believe that matter is real. You firmly believe it. And since you are the creator of the universe, what you say must be. Okay, he said that reality is real and that the material world is stuck in time and he must do this for that and do this for that and work for money and do this. You said that? Okay, bet I'll give it to you because you're the fucking reason for this. You're the dreamer. So I must give the dreamer what it wants because it's your dream. Okay, here's my point. What you're doing effectively when you're meditating, what you're doing effectively when you're contemplating, when you're reading the books, when you're feeling the feels, you're loosening your grip on the material world, which makes it seem stuck in place. Now, the more you do that, the more it becomes dreamlike. The more the material world loosens. It's not stuck in place. The more you see synchronicities. What the fuck do you think a synchronicity is? It's you moving matter or molding matter into a form that shows you something that means something to you in particular. Everybody else around you is happening, but you're seeing all your synchronicities. How? Because it's your dream. It's your dream. You ain't hearing me. You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. www.amazon.com. Type in the MoonManT. Support me that way. You can buy the book. The title of this is my Cash App. If this has hit you anywhere in your heart, mind, and soul, and you wish to support, please do. You ready? What you're observing right now, as you're observing me, is an aperture of your mind, a dream character. A dream character that exists within your dream from your perspective. But I had to speak to you from that perspective so you can understand what I'm trying to tell you. I could come on here and say I'm the dreamer and this is my dream and you're my dream. Because it's true. But if I did that, then you would go instantly into, wait, what? You would be confused because you wouldn't understand what I was trying to convey to you. That I'm the dreamer and you're in my dream, but you're the dreamer and I'm in yours. This is the divine oneness. This is the paradox of God. But you need to hear it from the perspective of you being the dreamer and I'm being in your dream so that you can really feel it. So you can remember it. All right? You engage way too much with the physical reality. It's an aperture of your mind. You engage too much with the news, with the politics. You engage too much, even with the spiritual channeling messages and all that, all of it. You engage too much with it, right? You're engaging too much with the physical reality and you're not going within enough to really feel and sense the things that I'm telling you to be a truth, as opposed to being a thought. You need to go within yourself enough with so much depth, and it takes you to end. I know it's hard to hear these things. Watch this. I know it's hard. But you have to end the relationships that you have with people. I'm not saying you're never going to talk to them again. I'm not saying you're not going to interact with them. I'm not saying that. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. If these beings in your life are dream characters, they're not who they seem to be. None of them, including me. None of them. They're not who they seem to be. If you want to get your power back truly, then the characters that exist within your dream that are trying to keep you stuck to the character that you think you are, they're going to keep you stuck and bound by that character. Listen to me. Brother, friend, mom, acquaintance, they all believe you to be a certain being. They're not associating you as the dreamer or the dream. They're not associating you as God. They're not thinking of you as that. They're thinking of you as Johnny Joe and Billie Jean. They think you that. But you're uncovering the fact that you're the dream and the dreamer. You're God. You're the one. You're consciousness. You're uncovering that. But the more you're around those who don't know that, they're going to continue to pull you down into the you that they think you are. And then you will begin to continue to think you're that and be bound by those perceptions. In magic, right? This is the Agent Smiths that we talk about from the Matrix. They don't know that they're protecting the matrix. They have no idea. They don't know. And yet they are. Because they believe that they're their name. They believe that they're their skin. They believe that they're their hair. They believe that they are the dreamer. Right? Listen, imagine you were in the dream realm. Listen, imagine you were in the dream realm and you continuously... Watch this. You ready? You ready for this? Are you ready? Imagine every time you went to sleep. Every single time, from birth till now. Imagine every time you went to sleep, you got dropped into the same dream every time. Same themes, same circle, but you weren't aware. Same, and every time you woke up to this life, you would say, why the fuck do I keep getting dropped into the same exact fucking dream? Why am I not having different dreams? Why am I not experiencing different realities? Why don't you question that here? Because every time you rise, you get dropped into the same fucking dream every fucking day. Every fucking time. And you just go along with it. You just keep saying yes. Okay, I got work back. Okay, cool. Oh, bills to do? Cool, all right. What else? What else? I got, what? The fuck are you in? That's the question that needs to be asked. Not, okay, work, okay. You keep getting dropped into the same fucking dream, and the fact that you don't know that it's a dream makes you, it pulls you back into the dream. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. I'm not saying because you did sign energetic contracts. You signed energetic contracts with some people in your life, with the members of your life, the friends and all that. You signed these energetic contracts. So it might be hard to cut those cords. But you must even entertain the notion of cutting those cords. Just entertain it. Not to say that you're going to be like, fuck it, I quit. And fuck you and fuck that and fuck that. Not like me, because that's what I did. That's why I'm free. I'm not saying to go do that. But I did that, right? This is the reason why I'm expanded the way that I am. Because I know I figured out and realized that I kept coming to the same dream over and fucking over again. And I was tired of it. I kept coming to this life, the same dream, same loop. Same loop. And I questioned it. Why the fuck am I on this loop over and over every day? And then I go to this world at night that seems so expansive, that everything is free and I could just fly and I could do this and I could do that. Why is this world not that? It's because I was born into this particular realm where matter seemed to be stuck in time. And what I thought and felt only came to be through time. Time is disappearing, though. What does that imply? Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. Please, www.amazon.com. This is the way to support me. This is my job. This is what I do. So if you wish to get the book or both books, please do that. Also, if you wish to donate, hit the Cash App. It's the title of the lecture. Please do that. Here we go. Watch this. You ready? Stop worrying. I promise it's over. You just gotta... Time is all but disappearing. What the fuck does that mean? That means that the dreamer's vision of life is coming true instantaneously. It's no more delay. But this also goes for the negative energy that you give off to reality. They're both happening faster. So if your beingness is of a negative design, if you're giving off negative energy, the feedback loop of that is no time. If you're an asshole, you're getting asshole stuff in no time. If you're amazing and you're giving off love and light and you're giving off Even if you slip up sometimes, it doesn't matter. We all slip up. Even if you give us, even if you anger sometimes, it's okay. But that's not your base vibration. Your base vibration, what you're vibrating consistently, will come on the screen of consciousness instantaneously. The dreamer is rising. And as the dreamer rises, its dream begins to move like it did in those realms when you were sleeping. Listen, this realm and that realm are merging into one. What do you think the veil is? What do you think the veil disappearing is? It's this world of matter merging into the world of energy, going back home. As the dreamer rises and realizes that it's been dreaming the whole time. As the dreamer saves the earth from its own perception. It was never you saving the earth and picketing signs and getting papers signed. It was never that. It was the dreamer dreaming life was something other than the dream. Why do you think the politicians are changing? They're all changing. They're singing different tunes now. There are some forces energetically that are trying to keep the power, but the politicians are changing. They're talking about the food recalls now. They're changing the food now. Now we got to take the poison out. Why? Because of the kindness of their hearts? No, it's because the dreamer has risen and started questioning shit. Why are y'all feeding us this? This is literal poison. I'm not talking about, it's poison in the shape of a cookie. It's poison in the shape of some food. Why are you feeding us this? The dreamer has questioned the dream. And when the dreamer finally questions the dream, since it's a dream, it must change. It must. And it is. And it has been. And it shall be. For me, personally, from my personal incarnation, I was already living there. I already lived in the fifth dimension. I was already there. I was waiting for y'all. In the moment. This is why I always started with, welcome back to the moment of now. We are back like we never left because we never really do. It's always the now. And for 13 years, I tried my hardest to stay in the now of my vision of the new world. And those who were dreaming and sleepwalking had no choice but to slowly move into my new world because the dreamer has risen. Me. From my perspective. And then from yours, when you finally rise, you realize that you were the dreamer the whole time. And that I was just a dream character that remembered. And was trying to send you signs. Hey, hey. This is your dream. Wake up. No. What about no? No what abouts? But my money, my bank, shh. But my mom, let it go. The more the dreamer attaches itself to things within the dream, the less power it has to create the dreams that it wants. So those that are in the dream that continue to pull you within the dream and make you feel as if you're the small character, they're taking your power away in a way, if you allow them to. This is why I be in life like this is... Ah! You motherfucker. You're angry. Why? Because you believe this is real. That's why you're angry. You think this is real. You think you are the name. You think you are the experiences from birth till now. You created a character out of the experiences that you've been having. Imagine. This is why I always bring up the dream realm. You are the architect. You are the author. You are the dreamer, indeed. This is why I continuously bring up the dream world. Because if we acted the way that we act here in the dream world, we'd never be able to wake up lucidly in our dreams. Dreaming lucid, when you go to sleep, a lucid dream is defined as you waking up to the knowledge of who you are here in the dream. So now you're conscious of both realms. But the difference is that you're conscious there now. Listen to what I'm telling you. Listen to me. While we're here talking to each other consciously, We're all aware that dreams happen. We know that. We know that, right? 90% of 95, 90, almost 98% of the time, when we're in the dreams, we don't know that this world exists consciously while we're there. When you find out that this world exists while you're there, that's what we call a lucid dream. So now you're aware of both worlds, but you're aware while you're there. Let's slow it down. While you're here, we're talking to each other. We're aware that there's a dream world. But while we're here, we don't really feel that we can move things in this reality the way that we can there. But the problem is when we're there, we're not aware of this realm. So we're at the whim of that realm. Track with me, lock in. But when you wake up in the dream realm, you're aware of this realm and that realm. But while you're in that realm, you have the power of that realm. So you fly. Oh, I'm dreaming. Oh, shit. Fly. Move shit. Go to another universe. Go to another planet. Go here, go there. Do this, do that. But you're the you that you think you are here while you're there. So what the fuck is that telling you? It should tell you that both of those worlds are one. It's just varying degrees of vibration of the mind and a forgetfulness. It's all about forgetfulness. Is that when you pass away or transition? What we call passing away and transitioning is waking up, really, to the real world, to the real reality. This is the illusion. This is the dream. Listen to me. If God is pure energy, pure waves of possibilities, infinite possibilities of what things could be, the things that are illusions of that being's energy. Let me say that again. If God is pure potential, pure If God is pure potential and pure possibilities of what reality could be, anything that is springing to be a form exists as that being, only in this form. So me, you, the phone, the sun, all of us are pure potentials of what God could be manifested in a reality. Listen to me. And when we say they, it's all God. Pretend for a second. Just pretend. If you can't believe, pretend with me. That God wanted to play a game with itself. Let's just say, for instance, just for instance, that God got bored. It was everywhere and all things. Oh, I'm everywhere. All right, this is fucking boring. Okay, this is boring. What I'm gonna do is, I'm going to design a world, a realm, where I can perceive myself as separate from myself. I'll design universes and planets. I'll populate those planets with vibrational versions of me. I'll infuse portions of myself within myself, and then I'll play around in a forgetful state. And then I'll send myself signs, synchronicities, and people like MoonManT to help me remember. Then I'll remember and all will be well. In a nutshell, obviously there's complicated nuances in between, but that's pretty much what it is. And that's all you, and it's all happening inward. It's not happening out, listen, it's not happening out here. I told you that the out here that seems to be out there is your senses collapsing what you call God's energy into what you see as me. It's collapsing that energy vibrationally into forms, like a dream. But your power is that you can, it's all imagination. You can imagine a new world to be. The reason why it doesn't happen like this is because you've spent so much of your energy saying that life is real and the way that you've been experiencing it. You've spent so much of your life force energy saying that the bills and money and politics and family and social dynamics and I got a car, I don't got a car, I got a degree, I don't got a degree, all those illusions within the dream, you have given your dream energy, your God energy to it with such depth that it's going to take time and space for that energy to come back to you. You've spent it. You've been spending it like money. You're not hearing me. You've been spending it like money and wondering why you don't feel whole, wondering why you feel like something's missing. Why every time I fulfill a dream, every time I fulfill something, I still feel like something's missing? It's because it was never about the fulfilling of a dream or anything within it, because it was all about the fact that you were in a dream in the first place. You want to fulfill dreams within a dream. You trying to make your dreams come true. I want to be a musician. I want to be a writer. I want to be an actor. You're trying to fulfill dreams within a dream. And then when you fulfill the dream within a dream, you still don't feel whole. It's because of the fact that you don't remember that this is a dream in the fucking first place. And that you've already fulfilled the dream by coming here. By being here. Listen. Oh, okay, whoa. Oh shit, this is a dream. Dream fulfilled. Boom, dream. Now within the dream, that's why I say it's thoughts within thoughts. Because you can say like this as well. Watch, look. Pretend that life is just a thought. It's just one thought. All of this right here is one thought. All of it, one thought. It's one thought. Now, within the thought, the original thought, this is the original thought. Boom. You begin to think about shit. You begin to think thoughts within thoughts. And then dreams within dreams. Okay, let's reverse it. Same terminology, just different shit. This is a dream. Right here, boom, dream. Then within the dream, you try to fulfill your dreams. A dream within a dream. That's why you feel lost. That's why you feel like, why can't I figure it out? What's going on? Who am I? And what the fuck am I doing here? And why are we on earth? And what? It's because you keep thinking within the thought. You have to stop thinking and be. The more you are, the more you be, the more you start to ponder, contemplate, reflect. Wait, it was me. The one thing that I could never escape, the one thought or feeling that I can never escape is myself. It was always me reading the book. It was always me watching the dramas. It was always me interacting with mom. It was always me soaking up the sun. It was always me swimming in the ocean. It was always me listening to the people. That was the one thing that never changed, was my awareness. My awareness might have gotten heightened, but everything was in my awareness. Everything was in my dream. And I was always the dreamer. It's just that I forgot. But I was smart enough before I got here to send myself signs, symbols, and synchronicities in MoonManTs. People like MoonManT to help me remember. Not to tell me what it is. Not to say he's God. I know who I am on this level. I know who I am. But my job here is to tell you that you sent me to say this. And in me saying that, it awakens and triggers parts of your brain, parts of your DNA. It fires it on. It reminds you, hey, whoa. Something that he said, just, I felt something within what he said. That's the you that is me. That's the me that is you, that exists beyond time and space. And we're conversing with each other beyond what you see. We're conversing with each other in spirit. It's only trickling down into what you see as me talking to you now. So we talked in spirit, in soul. We talked, hey, when I wake up, I'm going to go click on TikTok and I'm going to come talk to this version of you. I bet. I'm going to go on and I'm going to talk. All right, cool. Break. Here we are. Everything that happens in the physical first happens in the spiritual, correct? Everything. It's a spiritual reality. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to. I love, honor, and appreciate every single one of you as if you are me, because you are me. I appreciate you. Here we go. www.amazon.com. Type in the MoonManT. Please support me. Buy the book. It'll come to you within 3 days, the most. Cash App. If this lecture has hit you in your heart, mind, and soul in any way, shape, or form, you can hit the Cash App. I don't care if it's $1. It helps me. This is my job. It's crazy because I'm going to start reading comments. I know I was going off. My bad, y'all. My bad. Whew. It's crazy because now I can have a question and the answer comes to me in the same day. And this is the beauty of it, right? When the question is asked, the answer is given without the aid of anyone, right? When the desire is felt, it felt with conviction. Without the aid of any human being, it must be so on the screen of consciousness. This is the symbolic Virgin Mary. Let's say that the Virgin Mary knew not a man. There was no symbolism. There was no man needed for the birth of whatever it is you were trying to birth. No man was needed. The Virgin Mary who knew not a man, right? And it's all symbolism for you in your consciousness. Magic Music Triumph. It's on Amazon. All you got to do is type in MoonManT. It'll be the first thing that pops up. Go on Amazon.com, type in MoonManT. It'll be the first thing that pops up is my book and then some of my music. If you guys want to get the music as well, it's all there. Everything MoonManT. If you want to support me that way, that's the best way to keep me going in this particular realm. In this particular realm. I promise y'all this once. If I could promise y'all one thing, I'm going to promise you this. That as soon as you say it's over, it's over. It'll take time and space because you've given so much of your energy away. So you'll slowly start the boop, boop, boop. You'll go through the motions of reality. You'll even get frustrated at times. You'll get pissed. But then you'll remember your base reality. Wait, this ain't as real as I thought it was. Perspective to trust and allow it to flow and grow within indeed. And so it is forever and forevermore. Man, I love y'all. And sometimes it requires a break, right? It requires a break. We need to get away from, even me. You need to. You got to get away from me. You got to get away from TikTok. You got to get away from all of it. And then when you return, you realize, oh shit, he was right. It was all me. He lives in me. The sun lives in me. The stars, the universe, extraterrestrials, it's all inward happenings. Okay, I got it. You ready? Watch this. Look. When you close your eyes and you go to sleep, right, you have access to all of existence. That in itself should prove to you that all of this is an inward happening. When you close your eyes and you go to sleep, you have access to all of existence. It's just that you get caught up in a particular dimension of the dream realm. Upper fourth dimension reality, lower fourth dimension reality. But you have the access to all of these dimensions when you close your eyes and go to sleep. But when you rise back to this realm, you're in the physicalized version of the dream realm. Right? I explained it like this, right? It was like this, right? So this is the waking world. This is like the dream world. And this is like the fifth dimensional world. They're all one. Right? Peace and gratitude to you. My brilliant reflection. Thank you, Emily Angel. Waking life. Like right here in the dream world. And then this is like what we call the fifth dimension. They're all one. It's just varying degrees of like frequencies, right? So when you go to sleep, you start traveling in the consciousness into the dream world, right? And then when you wake up, you're like traveling spirit back to the body and you jump back into the body, right? Okay. All those worlds are one, but now it's becoming like this. What does that mean? That means that all the separation of the waking world, the dream world, and what we call the fifth dimension and all the higher dimensions, that those worlds are merging as one. They were always one. It was just since you're God and you believe that they weren't one, they stayed separate in mind, in perception, in feeling, and experience. But now that you're like, wait, everything's happening now. This is the fifth dimension. This is the dream world. We're one. Blah 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 blah. The more that you perceive that, the more that it becomes a reality for you, and then the worlds merge, and you go home. And you're not really going anywhere. It's you're just changing your perspective about what you are, what you're in, and what's happening. Right? You guys. I love you guys, man. We are brilliant by design. I love, honor, and appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you. Please support. Get the book. Both books are out. You are such an amazing spiritual healer. I'm so glad I found you. I'm so glad that you found me. You sent me, sweetheart. You sent me. You sent me. You didn't find me. You manifested me. I need that. But I appreciate you for supporting this version of yourself here. I appreciate it. I really, really do. I'm on a countdown. My room is a freaking mess right now because I'm packing up. I'm selling stuff. I'm getting rid of a bunch of things. As I told you guys, I will be in Egypt in a matter of days, really. So I'm going to be taking you guys with me. That's why I really haven't been on live as much, because I've been like ripping and running and doing so much. But I'm going to be, once I settle down, I'm going to be on live a lot more. I'm going to be making a lot more content, a lot more videos. I'd like for you guys to support me as much as you possibly can. Okay. Yeah, I love you guys. Truly, truly, truly. Yes, of course. I'll be back soon, but for now, it's going to be in my mind. I'm making it permanent in my mind. Your explanation of telepathy in your book helped. I don't even remember. I don't remember half the things in the book. I just know that I was in the now when I wrote it. So it got to be something. It got to be something good. Because, again, I mean, I kind of cringe when I read the book because I was 26. I wasn't the best grammatical writer. But I think I got my point across for sure. Because when I was 26, man, I was straight spiritual. I didn't care about money. I didn't care about nothing. I was just straight meditation. I'm in nature. I am just straight God. But I started to balance myself, right? I started to balance myself and started to get my physical world on point. I started to study cryptocurrency. I started to study blockchain technology. I started to realize that both of those worlds are merging in a quantum way, and you can't just ignore these worlds. These worlds exist, and the more that you interact with, in a conscious way, in a loving way, not a fearful way, with these new worlds that are emerging, the better off you'll be. So I'm heavy into blockchain technology. I'm heavy into crypto, and obviously, clearly spirituality and extraterrestrial contact, interterrestrial contact, interdimensional, all that stuff. And they're all one. So the more you do, the more you know. I still need to book a crypto call. How long are the sessions? An hour session for $50. And I'm telling you, man, it's a steal. I'm telling you, the amount of money that I'm not making, is absolutely out of this world. So you might want to interact with that world, right? I'm telling you, it's more than what I can describe, because they're changing the entire system over into a crypto-based, blockchain-based system. All of it in the grand scheme of things, because we're dreaming, is going to be of benefit to us, whether you know it or not. In the interim, you're going to feel the squeeze. You're going to feel the pressure because the old system is collapsing. Fiat currency and the dollar bills are collapsing. Do you have to put a lot into crypto? If you knew what crypto was, if you knew the technologies you had, you would take every dollar out of your bank account and you would put it in the ones that you believe in. I'm going to say that again. If you knew what crypto really was, if you knew what the technologies really were designed to do, you would take every dollar that you have in your bank account out and put it in there. I'm going to tell you why. Because Supply and demand is a thing. I can't, somebody said, what is crypto? Book a session. I cannot explain what crypto is in this right now. But here we go. The dollars that you have that are in circulation, it's supply and demand. If I can print dollars into oblivion, if I can continue to print dollars, the supply is high, so the demand is low. Okay? What does this mean? This means hyperinflation. You think that the eggs cost $10 because the companies are greedy. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with the companies. It has not. The gas is up. It has nothing to do with the gas station. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with them printing so much money that the things that retain their value, like a house is always going to be a house. It's always going to retain its value. A car always will be a car. It can get you to point A to point B. Its value stays the same, but the price changes. Why? Because the thing that you're using to buy the car has changed. The money. They've printed so much of it that there's more dollars chasing fewer goods. So you have to spend more of those dollars to get the things that retain their value. Houses, food, gold, silver. Let me explain something to you. I'm giving you free game right here. Book a session with me. You guys are going to wish you did. And then you're going to come back, oh, MoonManT, I wish I would have. I don't want to hear it. I'm going to be honest with you. I even tell my friends, I don't want to hear I should have booked a session. I don't want to hear I should have, man, because you didn't believe. If you can, let me relax. Okay. I don't want to hear I should have. Fiat dollars are dying. It's crashing. It's through the floor. It's the reason why you have to spend more money to get the things that stay the same. It's as simple as that. During 2020, when the pandemic was occurring, they used that as an excuse to print as much money as they possibly could. During 2020, this is too much free game. Book a session. Book a session. Godfidence booked a session. Godfidence book a session. Book a session. I promise you. It's well worth it. You'll get to understand what's happening with the financial reality. And you have to know both. You need to know your spiritual reality, and you need to know the plays that they're playing within this reality, the other versions of you. I love, honor, and appreciate every single one of y'all. Click the link in my bio if you do want a one-on-one. Click the link in my bio if you do want a one-on-one session. When you click the link in my bio, follow the instructions. If you book a session and you don't make a payment, I'm going to wipe the session out, because other people who want to have that block will be making the payment. Payment is due on booking. It's a calendar-based thing. So if you book a session and you take up a slot and you don't pay, somebody could have took that session, right? So if you do wish to have a session, click the link in my bio. It's a Zoom calendar. Click the session you'd like, make the payment, and I'll see you there. MoonManT out. I love and appreciate every single one of y'all. Ashe.